This episode of Grip Tips is brought to you by Lightbulb Grip. We're back. I'm Dave Donaldson. Welcome back to Grip Tips. Today we're going to take a look at sash cord. Now there's 4 different sizes when using sash cord. There's number 10, number 8, number 6, and number 4. Number 4 is also called trickline, and I'm not really sure as to why, but someone told me that the term trickline comes from theater. And another guest said that it's small and black and hides well on camera, so it's a trick. So factually, I don't know why it's called trickline, but at least now you know the term. Additionally, and obviously, all 4 cords have different thicknesses. Number 10 is 5/16, number 8 is 1/4 inch, number 6 is 3/16, and number 4 trickline is 1/8. Now, why do we have 4 types of cordage? Each cord is obviously either stronger or weaker than the other. They all have their breaking points and they all have their working loads. For example, here on this number 10 cord, it says that the minimum breaking point is 800 pounds. However, it also says that the suggested working load is 140. Now, that's not saying that you can't go over 140 pounds, but what the sash company is saying is that they suggest that you stay around 140 pounds. If you go over by even 1 pound, the sash company is no longer liable if the rope breaks. You are. Also, another thing that I found from all these sash companies is that the working load for each sash is actually like 82.5% less than its breaking point, which I thought was really interesting. Now, why do I bring that up? Let's say that you buy a hank of sash and it only tells you what the tensile strength is. You can find out what the safe working load limit is by taking that number and minusing 82.5%. In this instance, 270 pounds is what the breaking point is, but if we minus 82.5%, we get almost 48 pounds. And that's technically the suggested safe working load. So the number of sash that we need kind of depends on what it is that we're lifting. Like if I'm rigging a light overhead on some sort of pulley system, I'll find out how heavy is the light and then I'll decide from there. And just as an example, if I'm dressing a stinger to a pole or something, I'll probably use trickline because weight isn't the issue here. And also, even though I use Velcro straps on my stingers, it's very common that trickline is used to organize your stinger coils. If I'm making a tape roll, it doesn't really matter, but I'll probably use number 8 just because it looks better. And even though I said in my last step that you can make a tape roll with safety chain, tape rolls are more commonly on sash because sash is expendable and safety chains are not. First thing that you will notice about all 4 sizes is that they are all wrapped the same. The style of wrapping cord is called a hank. 9 times out of 10, you will try to pull a brand new hank apart and you will make a mess doing so. I don't really have any good advice about pulling apart a hank that's brand new, so good luck. However, what I did find on YouTube is the way to wrap a hank, and this was actually more of a creative way to do it. And even though this guy on YouTube was doing it with paracord, I think that this could work with sash just as good. So I don't know if there's an actual name for this type of wrapping style, but I'm going to call it the Sash Hank Intertwine or Yeah, it's Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the First, I will take 2 cardollinis and mount them a little less than a foot away from each other on a table or a flat surface with the pins pointed up. Then I will hold one side and start making a figure 8 pattern around the baby pins. When I get near the end of the sash, I'll leave about 4 to 6 feet left and start wrapping around the cord the other way, making very tight coils around the loops. Make sure to start wrapping from the end that you started initially and wrap toward the other end. Now I have this end that I can grab, and if I only need a couple feet of sash, I can pull and cut easily or unravel the whole thing quickly while rarely getting knots. So I kind of thought that that was a cool and creative way to kind of organize your sash, but now here's the way that I think everybody else does it. You're going to make simple coils with your rope just by creating a circle, and there's no over-under process here like you would do with stingers. It's just over clean circles. Then take about 4 to 6 feet and make a loop. Then wrap that loop around, and when you get to about a foot left, throw it through the loops of all the other sash loops, and now you have something that you can hang on the truck. However, if you don't have the intention of hanging this up in the truck, then you can always forget about the loop idea and just wrap it around the coils like we did earlier. Sponsor time. Lightbulb Grip is a lighting rental house based in Brooklyn, New York, and they're dedicated to the education and safety on all film sets. If you have any questions about on-set safety, rigging, or even gear that you see in today's episode, you can contact them by heading over to their website at www.lightbulbgrip.com. So we will be getting into knots very soon, so if you don't want to miss that, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you like today's episode, please let me know in the comment section below, or you can follow me on my Twitter, right now, and we'll see you next week, right here on Grip Tips.